almost done pasta. I've made my own meatballs a couple times before, and since I didn't have any breadcrumbs in the house, I toasted up some buns to simulate breadcrumbs by crushing in the toasted parts. For seasoning, I used garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, and paprika. It's not typical seasonings, I think, but that's what I had, and so that's what I used. I also added an egg as a binder to help keep the meatballs intact. After mixing in all the ingredients, I formed the balls into palm-sized pieces. After this, I put these in the fridge to chill while I started on my dough. This is when I probably should have used a recipe. I've never made pasta before, but I've seen it get made before, and I figured maybe I could just do it. Obviously, it is harder than it looks. I'm still unsure if you're only supposed to use the yolks or if you use the full egg, but I messed up at some point and I started adding water to thin it out a little bit. It definitely got really sticky and I cut out a lot of my mistakes, but this was a long process. I don't have a rolling pin right now, so I stretched out the dough and tried to flatten it as much as I could with my hands and a water bottle. It was basically for nothing since I ended up just rolling my dough into little log pieces like you would with Play-Doh, honestly. I then cut them up and put flour on them so they wouldn't stick together. Okay, do y'all like to sear your entire meatball or put it in the sauce with no sear? Personally, I sear the bottom, put the sauce in, and then flip over all of the meatballs to try and get the most flavors I can. Boiling fresh pasta takes about a minute to 90 seconds, which is really nice considering it took me probably 30 minutes to even make the pasta. This was my no recipe, just vibes dinner, and it honestly turned out so good. I love a nice, warm, homemade meal.